The first time is always a little nerve-wracking. It's okay, Brie.
But it should
We'll
it should be special, and I just don't feel like this is the right environment for it.
we'll
It's
take it slow.
cold, it's everyone can hear me. I'm really loud sometimes. I
We'll
just
just ease into it, and if you're uncomfortable, we'll just stop. Okay?
Okay. All right, we got this. We are recording. Episode 100 and freaking 50.
50!
Sorry.
Yay! You hear the crowd?
Little does Amy remember that I could totally add that in later.
But mine sounds better.
Okay, I'll keep yours then. Oh my god.
That's the
I
crowd
love it.
cheering.
Yes, I got that. Yeah. It's great. Happy week before Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy week before Thanksgiving. Take out that turkey now.
Yep.
Start
Everybody's starting to do their traveling. Whether if you're staying the whole week or just a couple days, your traveling starts now. This is the busiest traveling week of the whole year, I believe. I believe I've heard that before,
I
that this
believe
is
I've heard
the
that too.
busiest time of year to travel. So travel safe. Listen to us while you're driving. We'll keep you awake. Hey, wake up. You're veering off to the side of the road.
Knock it off. Hey. If you don't knock that off, we're going to turn this car around right now. Looking at you. Come on.
Hey, there's a Buc-ee's right there.
Stop bugging your brother. Knock it off.
Buc-ee's. Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
No, my parents have, though.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I heard. They're pretty famous.
Their nuggets are pretty good.
It's literally just a gas station. I don't understand that.
It's like a ginormous gas station / store.
So announcements before we jump into episode 150. That was embarrassing. Episode 150. We are going to be taking a scheduled 2-week break. This is
yeah, I'm sorry we've been like up and down, back and forth, but
we're still here.
Yeah.
A scheduled 2-week break for Thanksgiving. Some of us are doing some traveling, and just hang out with us and listen to older episodes if you miss us while we're gone. But we will be back the week after Thanksgiving, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And we might take a break for Christmas too, depending on how Christmas goes.
Yeah, or gymnastics season. I have so much traveling in the next couple months. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll have to double record a couple times. But yeah.
So just bear with us. It's this season that keeps on going.
Yep.
And it won't change. It's
just
not
going.
giving.
There is no breaks. All right, back to our continued program.
Okay. So for 150, we are doing something a little bit different.
Yeah. We're going to talk about everything.
Anything and everything. So sit back and relax and don't fill up on food. Okay? Calm down. Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
There's 2 dinners for Thanksgiving. There's like a 3 o'clock dinner, and then there's like a 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock dinner. So save room for your second dinner. And sit back and enjoy the show.
You're hurting me.
Oh, he just talked back to you?
All the time. All the time.
He's so rude. By the way, do you like your headphones?
Yes, thank you.
They look good on you.
Thank you. He just pinched me with his front teeth.
What's your title? What's your name?
The
Bluey Inflation?
Inflatable balloon. The Bluey inflatable balloon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like
for the Macy's Day Parade. Oh. Correction corner for Amy.
Oh, yes. Before we start, there's a correction corner.
No, it's okay. You don't have to correct the name. I'm just worried about immunity. Because we were so sure. We were like anonymity, and enmity? And I'm like, I think it's an enmity. And you're like, enmity. That's right. And we were like so sure of it. Immunity, I think is what.
Immunity.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What's so
I know.
funny
I
is
felt so stupid when I
it
realized that.
but that's not how it was spelt.
Oh, was it spelled with like an A?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
Yes. And so that's why I was like, "Anonymity?" That's
Maybe
why I
maybe that's
was
how that immunity, because there's 2 different kind of immunities. Like, building up an immunity to something, and then there's
right.
immunity.
Immunity that you're, like, got off on charges for something, but that's I don't remember if that's how it's spelled. I don't know.
I have
Whatever.
no idea. But that
Who
really bothered me
cares?
when I was editing.
I also thank you for not taking any of that out.
You're welcome.
I was, like, listening to it, and I was like, "She didn't edit any of this."
Nope. You told me not to.
Hey, I
You said
didn't.
not to edit out the Shelia,
No, no, no. Yeah, the Shelia,
and there was
not
no fixing immunity.
oh, okay. But then there was another one, I was like, "Dang it, Brie." I don't remember what it was, but you did a great job. I wouldn't if I was ever actually upset about something,
I
I
know.
would let you know. Yeah.
I know.
So there's a correction corner, and I did so good at pronouncing Sheila's last name. I had to purposely mispronounce her first name so that you guys didn't think I was perfect.
Right. She did it on
So
purpose because she's so perfect that God has to humble her, is what Amy told me. So this is exactly what Amy told me after I yelled at her about it. I was like, "Damn it, Amy, I applauded you, and you said Sheila. Why did I do that?" I was like, "What is your beef with the name Sheila?"
I was like, God had to humble me because I'm so perfect.
She had to
Oh
bring
my
you down.
gosh.
All right. So, all right, guys, let's get real. Between the economy, being vegan, the election, and all your personal stuff that you got going on in your lives, some of you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed at Thanksgiving dinner. So, we are going to share with you some it could be worse stories or some possible icebreakers to break up these awkward situations.
Were you just
And
talking to my sister?
no.
Because you're like being vegan,
Oh,
being
no.
the
Well, so
election, the world.
well, I thought of how complicated my sister told me, because we're going to North Carolina for Thanksgiving, and my sister was like, "All right, so I got this grocery order started for all the dry stuff." She's like, "I'm gonna have it delivered to Matt's," and I'm like, "Cool." So she goes off and lists the entire list. All of it's gluten, and she's like, "Does that sound good?" I'm like, "Yeah, it sounds great for you guys. Sounds like you guys are gonna have a really great Thanksgiving." And she's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I can't eat any of that, but it's okay. It's good."
Poor Brie.
And so I was gonna put gluten free, but I figured more people are probably vegan than gluten free.
Probably. Any dietary restrictions, let's
Dietary,
be real.
yeah. It sucks around the holidays.
Womp womp.
Womp womp, oh well.
Oh
We get
well.
by.
So, yes, we're sharing it could be worse stories.
And just Thanksgiving Day direct disasters.
Yeah. So, in
That's good.
1987, Macy's Day Parade, it was incredibly windy, topping at 43 miles per hour. Barney, the purple dinosaur, a personal beloved childhood character, went down as one of the most iconic and disastrous moments in the Macy's Day Parade. Somewhere along the path, Barney suffered from a tear and on 51st Street collapsed on the handlers and some nearby crowd. To add to the nightmare, oh my god. No way. To add to the nightmare, police tried stabbing him with knives to help bring him down quicker. I could just picture all
Poor
like
kids.
the 4 and 5-year-olds just like Barney.
Barney was my jam when I was a kid.
It was
would've
my
been
jam
like,
too.
"No, Mom, no. I love you. You love me.
We're
We're
all
a
going to
happy
die. In the club, we're all fam.
family." Okay. That was traumatizing. All right, this one is a lot of these are from Reddit. This one says, "My uncle made a scene about having dropped something on the floor. When he was sure enough of us that we were paying attention, he bent over to pick it up. His shirt rode up and we saw a tramp stamp
No.
tiger crawling out of his butt crack. It was a temporary tattoo that he'd had my aunt put on him specifically for this occasion." That's hilarious.
Okay,
I
at
love that.
first, I thought it was gonna be a real
Yeah,
tattoo, and
same.
I was gonna be like, "Oh, no."
Could have had like a thong or something.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this one says the woman my cousin had just married stole a Costco-sized box of individually wrapped Cheez-It packets from our garage. So I'm guessing like
Rude.
it's like a big box with like
Of Cheez-It boxes.
or
They like the
like
snack
the
bags.
the snack bags. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's what
those
I'm
things are the
picturing.
best.
I know. I happened to notice they were gone when putting food in the fridge. I asked about it publicly and she looked up, started stuttering, and went to get them out of her car. She returned with the excuse, "I thought these were mine. I have a box just like them at home."
It sounds
Did your box grow legs and walk to
yeah, right.
Thanksgiving dinner?
Like that's something you do. Like if you find a cup at someone's house, it's like, oh my god, I thought this was mine because I brought it over here. I have one just
Yeah.
like it at home.
Not
Like,
I just
no.
brought this box from my
Let me
house.
just take your grocery. Oh, this milk. I I have one just like it at my house. Great value and everything. I had no idea we shop the exact same kind of. So weird. Uh,
That's so weird.
All right. Last year, all the grandkids came over and they are toddlers. They ran around the house most of the night before Thanksgiving in a pack, screaming and causing chaos and disorder. Eventually, they made their way to the mantle above the fireplace where they discovered a box that they just couldn't resist picking up and opening. The oldest one grabbed handfuls of gray dust out of the box and started throwing it up in the air in the living room, yelling out, "It's snowing, Mommy!" While my aunt stared in shock and horror. Apparently, the kids found the ashes of our aunt's old cat and couldn't help but spread the love. At least it was a cat.
At
And it
least it
wasn't
wasn't
like,
mommy.
that's grandpa. That is, I would feel really bad if I were that mom.
It's snowing sprinkles. It's snowing
Snowing.
mittens.
Control your children.
Oh no.
Dear God.
Okay, so this one says a large mixing bowl full of yams disappeared into nothing while everyone was trying to get food on the table.
Very popular dish.
Yeah.
Can be.
But I don't know why, Brie. I was picturing a bowl full of full yams. Like yams
Oh.
still in.
Like potato form?
Yeah. I was like, yes, that sounds like a very
I call it sweet
favorite
potato
dish.
casserole.
Sweet potato casserole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just call it sweet potatoes. Okay, so we have looked absolutely everywhere there is to look, and we have looked absolutely everywhere there is to look, and it's just gone. 9 people seriously question their sanity now. There are lots of things that could have happened to the yams themselves, but the bowl being missing is a real head scratcher. So it still was gone. Like it was
Gone.
just gone.
I want an
The
update.
ghost.
I want to know what happened to these yams.
I know.
It was
I wanna know
probably
what
them.
I want to know what happened to the bowl.
Yes,
I
where
wanna
did the
know.
bowl go? I don't
Where'd the
I
bowl
don't know.
go? That would be weird if it like reappeared. I think that would be weirder.
That'd be really funny if it did.
I agree.
Maybe it was a nice bowl.
Maybe.
All right. The night started out great. It was our first Thanksgiving since we had gotten married, and we were in our new house accompanied by 18 guests. Good Lord, 16 guests. That's still a lot of people. We had gotten through the appetizers and were just finishing up the main course. I went to the kitchen to start working on the dishes and probably done about 3 dishes when my feet started to feel wet. I opened the cabinet under the sink and about 3 inches of water began to flow out onto the floor. That freaking sucks.
Yeah,
After
it does.
using most of the very absorbent towels in my house, we had things under control. We left all the dirty dishes and continued with dessert. It turned out the faucet was broken in 2 pieces, but I will always remember the first gush of water when I opened the cabinet. This incident reminded me that it was family and friends that make Thanksgiving so special, and everything else can wait. That's sweet.
That's very sweet. That sucks, dude.
Dude, yeah. Like the worst time.
Why does something always happen on Thanksgiving? So my parents one year my in-laws, the fridge went out. One year at my parents' house, the microwave went out. One year the oven went out. Like, why does it always
That
happen?
would suck.
Yeah. Why does it always happen on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Okay, this one's short and sweet. In 1956, during the Macy's Day Parade, the Mighty Mouse balloon crumpled down to the ground after hitting a street sign, becoming not so mighty.
That's disappointing.
That's such a bummer.
All right. 2 bites into my meal at my mother-in-law's house, my Ring doorbell alerted me to someone ringing my doorbell. I pulled it up and catch an old man entering my house. I bolted out of my chair and went home. She lives close. I get there and no one is there. I pull up the video and see he exited like 20 seconds after he entered, grumbling, "Wrong house." The funny thing was that we were leaving. I thought to myself, did I lock the front door? What are the fucking odds? My food was still warm when I got back to my mother-in-law's house. And there's a comment below that says, I walked into the wrong house on Thanksgiving 2 years ago. I was 24 years old, LMAO, but as soon as I walked in and saw people I've never seen before, I turned around and said, bye. It was then that I realized a lot of people leave their front door unlocked on Thanksgiving.
Probably.
So maybe we should lock our doors on Thanksgiving because you never know.
I can understand if like you don't go to you've never been to that in-laws house before, or you don't go very often, so you don't recognize the front of the house. But
yeah,
that's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another in 1957 during the Macy's Day Parade. It was rainy weather, but for those who were watching, Popeye had collected so much water that eventually it gave way and all the water fell onto the public watching.
Oh, no. I bet it was cold, too.
I bet in New York.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, so cold.
Do you want to read the next one since
Sure.
then you're going to be forced to read another Macy's?
Sure. Okay. This one says, I was at my wife's uncle's house for Thanksgiving, and his wife decided to play their wedding video right after dinner. No one wants to watch that. Since it was their anniversary weekend. Okay.
Still, though.
No one wants to watch it. Yeah.
Private.
She looked for a half hour to find the videotape and gathered the group for 25 to watch it in the living room. Oh no, I feel like this is where this is going to go so bad. In the video, right as she was walking down the aisle, midway down the aisle, it goes fuzzy and cuts to Dale Earnhardt's funeral. Oh no. Uncle Joe used the tape to record Dale Earnhardt's funeral. Everyone froze in complete shock, and I started laughing. I felt like I was in a sitcom, but it was real life.
You're from the South when
you use a wedding photo. Why are we filming Dale Earnhardt's funeral, though?
I'm not joking. I'm almost 100% positive growing up, my mom and dad recorded his wreck.
What?
Like they recorded that race because they were big NASCAR fans, and they recorded that race, and they happened to have Dale Earnhardt's death. I don't know if it was on any of our tapes, but I did not have a lot of tapes growing up, so maybe that's why. Damn it. Freaking NASCAR, man. All right, we got another Macy's Day Parade. In
Okay.
1993, two balloons, Sonic the Hedgehog and Rex the Dinosaur, crashed into lampposts and immediately deflated, collapsing into an off-duty police officer, causing some minor injuries. But
How
I
do they
believe everybody was fine.
how do they crash into each other?
No, they crashed into a lamppost,
Oh,
which like
into a
put a hole in
lamppost.
them. Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
two of them.
It sounds like we just need to get rid of these big balloons.
Yeah. So they eventually get banned, the bigger ones. It's because the big ones are a freaking problem.
It sounds like it. It sounds like something every year there's an issue.
Yeah.
So this one says, my aunt invited all of us over to her house for Thanksgiving, which was out of state. All food and drinks were going to be provided by them, so our family offered to bring something, anything, just as a thank you. My aunt insisted that we shouldn't. The dinner was good, and it was an overall great Thanksgiving. Well, about a month later, we got a request from that aunt proclaiming that we now owed her $75 to cover the cost of the meal. My parents were furious as we had just spent a lot of money to go down and see her, and even offered to lighten her load by bringing some of our own dishes. They honestly wouldn't have been mad if it weren't for the fact that she didn't even tell anyone about this when she was giving out invitations.
She literally sent out invitations for it.
That's so rude.
That's messed up.
It sounds like Aunt paid too much for groceries and then couldn't meet ends meet, and so she's
Yeah.
like, I know how to fix this.
I mean, $75 for an entire family to eat like however many sides and a main course and dessert
It's not
is
bad.
probably, that's probably not that bad, but still, like, I'd be pissed.
I would be mad too. You don't invite somebody and be like, also you need to pay.
Yeah. But I won't take any of your help.
Yeah. Rude.
All right. My boyfriend's brother brought over these really spicy chips he got at Five Below. I think they are called the spiciest chips in the world. I don't know. Anyways, both of them ate one. About 5 minutes later, I walk into the kitchen and I see my boyfriend with tears rolling down his face and stuffing ice cream in his face. LMAO. Then he disappeared for a little bit, so I went upstairs and found him laying in the hallway, drenched in sweat and barely able to even speak. He said he threw up and he wasn't human for the next little bit. Both their grandparents were calling them idiots.
I wonder if that was the chip challenge.
That's what I was wondering too.
Yeah.
It was 3 years ago, so that was during COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one chip challenge.
That was a weird time.
Those are banned now.
Oh, they really? Probably
Mhm.
because they made people sick. And didn't they like kill people?
Kill
Someone?
Yeah, someone died because of it. So if you want to buy one now, it's like $100 online.
One single chip.
One single chip.
Oh my God.
But did you know that I had Rick and his dad and his brother and a bunch of other people do it?
That's right. Did they like it? Was it really spicy?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't even it's not supposed to be, you're not eating it for the taste. You're eating it for the challenge. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then a couple weekends ago, because we bought two, and I was gonna have Rick and his dad do it, but they ended up taking one and cutting it up into multiple smaller pieces so everyone could try it, and because they were wimps. But they had
you
another,
didn't have any.
as I didn't have any, because I own what I know. I don't like spice. Okay, I'm not gonna fake it. So we had another chip, and remember when my friend Bree, the SO came over with her boyfriend or guy she was seeing. I was talking to them about it, and Bree was like, I would do it, and I was like, all right, I have a chip. And so we rummaged the chip out of the cabinet, and she takes the tiniest bite. She but she had such a poker face. She was eating it, and she was just like, "Yep, it's hot." refused to let
Wow.
anyone have any
Wow.
satisfaction.
Is
And
she
then,
short?
yeah, she's like short like you.
That's why.
Yeah.
She's got the
It's,
Napoleon.
yeah. Like, I'm not going to let anyone know how terrible this is for me.
I'm a tough bitch.
Yeah. Just like you. Okay. So this one says, father-in-law got drunk, took his shirt off, and then arm wrestled my son, and who my son lost. Then tried to tackle his daughter, my wife, who also lost.
Oh.
Everyone is worried grandma has dementia, but for some reason made a quote-unquote pie. Everyone ate it and pretended it was pie. Not sure what to call it. It was in a pie pan. There was no crust. It had apples.
Sounds like a really interesting Thanksgiving. we got dad fighting everybody, arm wrestling everybody.
Grandma
had to wash it down with the
pie filling.
Pie filling. Oh,
that sounds like
this all sounds just like a disastrous like Christmas movie. But that's so true though. Like so much crap and so much drama happens on Thanksgiving and it's like
why?
builds up to it. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right, no one can beat this one. My face was demolished at the grocery store by a frozen turkey.
Oh boy.
Yep, you read it right. When I was 17 and a local grocery store clerk, an old lady asked me at the front of the store to price check her Thanksgiving turkey. It was 20 pounds and frozen, so I walked it into the meat department, put it on their counter, and waited patiently on the customer's side of the counter. The butcher thought it would be funny to pretend to launch the turkey at me over the counter.
Nope.
That slick 20-pound turkey rocket came flying out of his hands and hit me square in the face. God. Oh my God. When I came to in front of the customers, I had a broken nose, a broken cheekbone, and required stitches from eye to eye over the bridge of my nose. The turkey's scars will forever haunt me, and every year when I go home to the local mom and pop shop, I'm referred to as Turkey Face by the veteran employees. Super fun. I bet she has like literal scars on her face from that.
Probably.
And that freaking sucks.
And they call her Turkey Face. I would be so upset.
Thanks for reminding me of my trauma. That's
also,
great.
I would never forgive the butcher.
Yeah.
I'd be
I
like,
bet he
nah.
felt terrible.
Oh, I'm sure he did. But also, like, it's a frozen turkey. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Why are we playing with frozen turkey? 20-pound turkeys.
No.
20 pounds. It's like throwing a 20-pound rock at someone's face.
Right into the moneymaker.
Right into the moneymaker.
Ouch. So, while smoking the turkey on the back porch, enough heat generated to burn a hole in the decking. The smoker tilted against the back door and caught the house on fire. Oh, that happens. Luckily, we were able to contain the fire with garden hoses since the fire department got lost on the way. In the end, we still ate the turkey. It was a little dry.
Little dry, but good.
Just
good
a
flavor,
bit.
dry.
We burnt the house. It's fine.
Yeah.
Ugh.
In 1985, the Man of Steel became an amputee when catching one of his arms on a tree branch. It caused him to go limp on one side. Luckily, no injuries occurred. So
Who's
another
the Man of
giant
Steel?
Superman.
I knew that, obviously.
It's okay. It's okay. He was not the Man of Steel that day, though. Yeah.
Okay. Wowza. Okay. This one says, I might win this year. Uncle's girlfriend, who, mind you, spent several years in prison for me. Okay, I just have to reread that again. Uncle's girlfriend, who, mind you, spent several years in prison for manslaughter, went after him with a knife. Okay. Ended up stabbing him a couple times. No serious wounds, as he managed to overpower her and get the knife away. But my God, it's redneck entertainment at its finest. Yes, she is now sitting in jail. Edit, need to add that they didn't break up after their court date. Apparently, she expected him to post bail, and that was the final straw. Bro!
How dare you not get me out of here for trying to kill you?
Why?
Oh.
Why? Oh my
Rude.
gosh.
All right. My 17-year-old cousin stood up in the middle of dinner and announced he got a girl pregnant and she was keeping the baby.
No.
Most people laughed until about 30 awkward seconds went by, and one by one, we started realizing that he was in fact serious when he started going into details.
No!
My 80-year-old grandma, who hasn't had a drink of alcohol in over a decade, drank wine straight out of the bottle after. Poor grandma.
Aw, poor Mima.
Poor Mimo.
Why would you say that during Thanksgiving dinner? He's like, now or never.
She's pregnant and we're keeping it. All done. Got it out.
And that's what I'm thankful for this year.
Timing.
In 1991 Macy's Day Parade, poor Kermit crashed into some trees and suffered a serious head injury, causing his head to deflate. However, despite this, he carried on through the parade, but was retired until 2002.
Go, Kermit. You get it, buddy.
She's like, I gotta finish my job.
I gotta finish my job. Wait, that sounds like Pee Wee Herman.
It's better than what I could do.
Here you go.
No.
My mother-in-law always buys Thanksgiving dinner, and this time she didn't notice she bought the raw turkey. And it wasn't until about an hour before dinner when she learned she had to cook it rather than warm it up.
Oh no.
Comment, how was the pizza?
Yeah, you're not eating turkey that year. Sorry about it.
Not that night, at least.
Not that night. So, after finishing off my truck stop turkey meal in my big rig truck, I went to go use the facilities. Guy in the stall next to me was loudly watching funny videos on his phone and whacking off and moaning and intermittently laughing at the video. Edit. All I heard of the video was a woman saying, "What's the most expensive device in your kitchen?" I'll be hearing that. I'll be hearing that and remembering his mossy oak hunter camo Crocs for far longer than I want to.
I'm sorry you had to read that one.
Can't find that at a Buc-ee's.
Actually, it could have been. Probably. It's the South. And camo Crocs.
You want to know what really gets me going? Ask me how expensive my oven is.
Oh. All right. To finish off this Thanksgiving disaster, we're going to talk about one more last Macy's Day Parade disaster.
Okay.
So, in 1997, this is another 1997 Macy's Day Parade, the purple dinosaur, Barney, wasn't the only casualty. Pink Panther also went down on 42nd Street, and the 6-story tall Cat in the Hat balloon was blown into a lamppost, which knocked off the lampost's arm, hitting 2 people in the head.
Oh my gosh.
One of the victims suffered a serious head injury, putting them in a coma for almost a month, leaving her with permanent brain damage. This made some serious changes to the future parades, banning larger balloons.
No
and
kidding.
Probably like being more cautious about, because this was also the windy one. This was 43 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
So probably being more cautious about like, if it's going to be windy, because I know they've talked about in past years recently, like I think last year was a little bit windy, and they're like, yeah, we were worried it's going to be too windy, but once we started, like the wind calmed down, so it was fine. So, yeah, that, imagine like if that would have killed you, and having to like be their family members at the funeral and talking about like how it happened.
They're like, she died from Cat in the Hat.
I could never
So
look at Dr. Seuss the same again.
she's up in heaven. How'd you die? Oh, I got shot in the head while I was murdering, or while I was robbing a bank teller. How'd you die? Suffered multiple rounds of leukemia and chemo, and it's just awful. Oh, I'm so sorry. How'd you die? Cat in the Hat. Excuse me? A cat in the hat balloon.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I can't even.
Who's Dr. Seuss?
Great eggs and ham!
So embarrassing.
Mommy, I want to read Green Eggs and No! Oh, it's mean.
That was so good. That was such a good idea. Thank you, Bree.
You're welcome, buddy.
That was Bree's idea, everybody.
I figured it would be laid back and everybody's stressing out this week that it's going to be playing. So we need something that's more uplifting and can make people laugh.
Casual listening.
Yeah.
In fact, most of the kids can listen to this except for the last.
There's maybe a couple minor. No, I don't think we said any bad words. I think I bleeped myself out a little bit. Instead of saying effing, I said nk.
Yeah, but we're also talking about a man wanking off in the Bucky's
I
stall.
made Amy read.
That was very strategic of you.
Also, we don't have any neighborhood stories because we figured those were all kind of neighborhood stories. So
yep,
there you go.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a different kind of episode. Enjoy, laugh, and if you're gonna have a stressful Thanksgiving, then leave early. Sorry about it and leave early, or just avoid people.
And if you're tired of your uncle talking about something that you don't want to hear, sorry, that's not very skibbity toilet of you. And he'll just shut up because he'll have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, there's millennials. Actually, no, dude. It's Gen Z, okay?
Yeah,
millennials,
right?
We're pretty cool.
I know. We're the ones who are like mentally ruined.
Yeah, we're kind of tired.
Yeah.
We've been through way too much.
We're trying our best.
We're doing our best.
Yeah.
Not very. I can't think of anything right now. Whatever. Never mind.
Because you're too tired. Because you're a millennial. Anyway.
I'm a millennial. A millennial.
An enemy.
An enemy. All right. Have you checked in on the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors?
Brain Amy.
Out.
Psh. Say hi to your cats for us.
He's so mad at you.
Say hi. Meow. Meow.
Can you gobble?
Meow. Okay, that's good enough.
That was a
Thank
good
you.
one. Good boy.
It's fine. All my hangers. All of them. Did you hear them? They all went down.
Yeah.
He's such a butthead.
I love him.
Don't get dead.
Oh, no. Yeah, don't get dead. Stay in school.
Don't do drugs today.
Don't do drugs.
Okay, bye, buddy.
Goodbye.
Love you. That was such a good idea.
Love you, buddy.